Sa lesson natin ngayon, pag-aaralan natin yung axiomatic structure of a mathematical system in geometry. Ito yung ating week 2. On our learning competencies, we will illustrate the need for axiomatic structure of a mathematical system in general and in geometry in particular. Defined terms, undefined terms, postulates, and theorems. So, objectives natin sa lesson na to, we will identify and illustrate the defined terms in geometry, determine the distance between 2 points of the given line segment, determine the midpoint between 2 points of the given line segment, identify the different terms related to angle pairs, and find the measure of the unknown quantities. First lesson natin ay ang defined terms in geometry. Ang isang example dito ay ang line segment. It refers to the part of a line that consists of 2 points known as endpoints, and all endpoints between them is called line segment. So kung meron tayong dalawang point at pinagduktong natin, yung dalawang endpoint na yon, ang tawag doon ay point A, pwedeng point B, and then kapag may dulo sa dulo, line segment. Ang kaibahan naman ng ray, ito naman ay may starting point pero extends infinitely in one direction. Sabi ko, nagmula dito, infinitely extends to sa right. Dito ulit sa line segment, may dalawang endpoint. Sa ray, isa lang endpoint. Sa angle naman, ito ay formed when two rays have a common endpoint which is called vertex. So, dalawang ray pinag-connect natin. Yung na-form natin na angle or yung parang pinaka-opening niya, yun yung tinatawag na angle. So, notice that when we define line segment, we use the concept of points and lines. We use point to define a ray. Also, when angle is defined, we use the notion of points and rays. This clearly showed axiomatic method. So, dito, defined na. May dalawang endpoint. At pag pinag-connect natin dalawang endpoint, line segment yon. Isa lang endpoint at extends infinitely, ray. Yung angle naman, dalawang ray pinag-connect natin. At yung opening niya, yung tinatawag na angle. Ano ba yung qualities of a good definition? So ito yon. It names the term being defined. Bawa, line segment AB, ray A. Diba? Ray AB. Pwede ray AB. Angle A. It places the term into a set of cut or category. It distinguishes the term from other terms. So, may pagkakaiba yung tatlong defined terms natin. It is reversible. So, ito pa ang isang examples natin. A segment is part of a line that consists of two endpoints and all points between. So, kung makikita nyo dito, may diagram tayo, may point A at point B. They are connected to each other. So, tinatawag silang segment AB or line segment AB. Pwede nyo rin lagyan ng guhit sa taas na isang guhit tapos AB or BA. So, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo na nakaraan, mas maganda kung alphabetical o yung pagkakasunod-sunod nila, yun ang gagawin natin. Ito namang ray, so A tsaka B. So, pwede natin siyang tawagin ray AB. So, lalagay nyo lang ng arrow dun sa guhit sa taas, lagyan ng maliit na arrow, kaya papunta dito yung ray natin. Pwede ring words, ray AB. So, sa opposite rays, pwede nating tawagin na these points, A, C, B. So, pwedeng line segment CA or line segment CB. Pwede ring line segment AB, pwede ring line segment BA. Kung saan pupunta yung ray. So, ito isang line. Pwede natin siyang tawagin line segment AB. An angle is formed by two rays with the same endpoint. The rays are the side of the angle. So, nangyayari dito, babasahin natin siya ng angle BAC or angle CAB. Yung nasa gitna na point, which is point A, yun yung ating angle. Angle A, pwede siyang tawagin angle A, or kung may number dito, pwedeng angle 1, diba? So, hindi ko binibigay sa inyo yung alphabetical kasi ang pagkakasulat nito ay BAC. Pag sinabi natin ABC, hindi siya angle, diba? Mali yun. So, exercise. Use the figure to answer each of the following questions below. Which rays are opposite rays? So, makikita nyo, ray OA and ray OE are opposite rays. Diba? So, marami pang iba dyan. What is another name for angle 2? So, angle 2, ito yun. Pwede siyang angle BOC or angle COB. So, pwede nyo lagyan ito, angle ang tawag niya. So, which rays form angle 3? So, angle 3, ang ray na nakakapag-form ng angle 3 ay ray OC tsaka ray OD. Which angles have ray OB as a side? So, OB, so it's either angle 1 or angle 2. Diba? Which is the common side of angle 3. So, angle 3 common side, pwedeng line segment or ray OC tsaka ray OB. Diba? So, ito pang isa. Tell whether the following represents a line segment, a ray, or an angle. So, a person hitting a tennis ball. So, i-hit mo yung tennis ball, natatama sa'yo. So, lalayo yun. So, from endpoint, palayo, ray yun. Diba? Sun ray in space. Anong tawag dyan? Okay, ray din yun. Kasi yung rays ng araw pupunta sa Earth. Open door. So, naka-form siya ng opening. So, angle. Opening of a scissors. Yun ay angle din. Edge of a table. Yun ay line segment. Tama, kasi may dalawang endpoint. Cord of a cellphone charger. Yun ay okay, line segment din. Kasi yung dalawang endpoint doon, cord. Diba? Pyramids. Yun ay ray. Kasi may opening yung pyramid. Next, axioms are statements that are accepted as true even without proof. So, tinatawag din itong postulates. Some of its example are as follows. Two distinct points determine a straight line, and a straight line can be extended indefinitely. So, ito yung accepted as true without proof. Yun yung mga tinatawag na axioms. So, isang axiom natin, distance. The length of the straight line segment that links the 2 points. Point A and point B, AB is equal to the distance of A minus B, where A is the coordinate of first point, B is the coordinate of the second point. Kaya kung makikita nyo yung distance natin, isusubtract na natin yung A sa B. Tapos, gagamit tayo ng absolute value. Halimbawa, ang distance ng A ay 4, ang B ay 6. 4 minus 6 is negative 2, and then we will use the absolute value magiging positive 2. So, given any two distinct points, there exactly one line contains them. So, ito yung axiom 1 gives a relationship between points and lines. Yan yung definition natin sa undefined terms. So, nagkaroon na ngayon ng axiom. For every pair of distinct points, there corresponds a unique positive number called the distance between points. So, yung dalawang points, mayroong dalawang distance or isang distance lamang. So, axiom to yun. It stresses the fact that distance between points can be measured. So, the ruler postulate. Ano to? On a number line, every point is paired with a number and every number is paired with a point. Postulate 6, segment addition postulate. If 3 points A, B, and C are collinear, sabihin nasa isang linya, and B is between A and C, then AB plus BC equals to AC. So, kapag dawang tatlong points ay collinear at ang B ay nasa gitna, so kapag pinag-add natin ang AB or line segment AB plus line segment BC, ang sagot ay the distance of A and C. Point A is paired with negative 9. So, nasa negative 9 yung point A. The number negative 9 is the coordinate of A. The point B is paired with negative 2. So, nasa negative 2. So, negative 2 is the coordinate of B. Find the distance of A to B and E or E to C. So, E to C and A to B. So, kung makikita natin, yung A ay nasa negative 9. So, absolute value of A minus B, negative 9 minus negative 2. So, magiging positive na to. So, magiging 2 na lang. So, negative 9 plus positive 2 ay negative 7. Absolute value of negative 7 magiging 7 units. Makikita nyo, bibilangin natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tama, 7 units. So, distance natin laging positive number. So, EC is equal to ED plus DC. So, EC, itong pong ito, is equal to the distance of ED plus the distance of DC. So, titingnan natin yung mga coordinates sila. So, E, 7 minus C, 4 is 3. D is 4 minus C, 0. 4 minus 0, 4. Absolute value of 3 and 4 is 3 and 4 din. So, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 units. Kung mapapansin nyo, kung i-determine natin yung distance ng E at C, 7 minus 0, 7 din. So, equal sila. Tama yung ating postulate. Ano? Dahil dun sa example. Okay? In the given example, you notice that the two segments of the same measure, they are called congruent segments. So, kapag equal yung distance ng dalawang line segments, they are equal segments. Kung makikita nyo kanina, 7 units yung A to B and 7 units yung C to E. So, tinatawag silang congruent segments. So, maglalagay ka ng equals, tapos parang may konting wave dito. So, tawag doon ay they are congruent with each other. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Meron naman tayong midpoint. Yung midpoint, yun yung nasa gitna ng dalawang line segment. So, a point on the segment that divides it into two congruent parts. So, A, B, ang midpoint nila ay O. Kaya, AO is equal to or is congruent to OB. So, formula, midpoint A, the coordinate of A plus the coordinate of B divided by 2 is the midpoint O. So, makikita nyo dito, find the midpoint between Q and R. So, Q, negative 3 plus positive 4 is equal to positive 1 divided by 2. So, midpoint natin na M ay nasa 0.5. So, 1.5, 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So, nasa gitna ng 0 and 1. Kahit sukatin natin yan, yun yung magiging sagot. Algebra can be used to solve for unknown quantities in each segment. The lengths of the segments are given as algebraic expressions. We can make equations for these expressions by applying the segment addition postulate and a definition of a point. For example, line segment EG is equal to 59. What are the measures of line segment EF and line segment G? Mapapansin nyo, EF is 8x minus 14, tsaka si FG is equal to 4x plus 1. So we will apply the segment addition postulate. So line segment EF plus line segment FG is equal to line segment EG. And then we'll substitute EF, so 8x minus 14 plus 4x plus 1, lalagyan natin ng parentheses para ma-determine natin yung pagkakaiba, is equal to 59. And then, we will combine like terms. 8x plus 4x, 12x. Negative 14 plus 1 is equal to negative 13, which is equal to 59. And then, we will apply the addition property of equal, wherein we will find so negative 13, the counterpart of negative 13 is positive 13 on both sides. So, we add 59 plus 13 is equal to 72. Negative 13 plus 13 is equal to 12. And then we will apply the multiplication property of equality to eliminate 12 from x. So we will multiply the reciprocal of 12, which is the 1 over 12. So 1 over 12 times 12 equals to 1. And then 72 times 1 divided by 12 is 6. So we'll apply the cancellation, and then our answer will be x is equal to 6. X, which is equal to 6, will be substituted on the value of 8x minus 4. So 8 times 6 is equal to 48 minus 14 is equal to 34. And 4 times 6 plus 1 is equal to 25. So if we add 34 and 25, the answer is 59, which is equal to the line segment EG. Every plane contains at least 3 non-collinear points. Ito yung undefined terms nung una na define natin, di ba? It is called Axiom 3, which incorporates the undefined term plane and its relationship with points. And then, if 2 points lie on a plane, so may 2 points sa isang plane, so yung isang line na mabubuo sa kanya ay nasa loob ng plane. If 2 planes intersect, then their intersection is a line. So dito nga, in example, yung piece of paper and opening it partially. Ano, dalawang plane, yung gitna nila, yun ay line. Their intersection is a. And then we'll have exercise 2 for our lesson 2. Draw the following. So example, points A and B are in line L. So dalawang points, point A at point B, nasa isang linya na tinatawag na line L. So gagawa lang kayo ng sarili nyong figure out of this given. The intersection of plane C and plane D is line M. So, gagawa kayo ng plane C tsaka plane D, and then mag-intersect sila sa isang line M. Parang ito. Line M, plane C, plane D. Plane G has points H, I, J. So, ito, plane G, so isang plane, may points H, I, J. Diba? Points OP are in line W. Ito yun. So, dito tayo. Points O at point B ay nasa line W. So, papangalanan nyo lang ng W sa line. Points E and F are on line N. And line N lies on plane E. So, yun. Points E and F are in line N. So, lalagyan nyo na N. And line N is on plane E. So, lalagyan nyo na E dito. Diba? The distance between point K and point L is 20 cm. So, gagamit kayo ng ruler. Diba? Kukunin nyo yung distance ng point K tsaka point L. So, may distance na 20 cm. The intersection of plane Q and plane R is line S. So, kapares lang siya ng number 3. Points O and P are in line W. So, dito na tayo sa lesson 3. Now that we have our axioms, we can introduce new definitions and develop theorems. Theorems are statements that are considered to be true only if they have been proven. Pythagorean theorem states that for a right triangle, those legs are measures A and B. And hypothesis C, ito yung isang theorem. So, magsisimula tayo sa hypothesis or undefined terms, and then defined terms, axioms, postulates, theorems, and definition. So, ganun yun. Pataas. We have definition 1. If A and B are distinct points, then line segment or line AB denotes the line that passes through both A and B. So ito ay definition 1, which is based on axiom 1. It gives a name. Definition 1 is based on Axiom 1 and it gives name to a line. So Theorem 1, a line contains infinitely many points. It can be named by any 2 points are on the line. So kung papangalan ka ng isa, bawa, may 4 kang points, pwede kang magpangalan ng line AB, pwedeng line BC, line CD, line DA, line BD. So kung magpapangalan tayo, mas maganda kung alphabetical o yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng ating letters. Definition 2. Definition of betweenness. Let A and B be distinct points. If C is any point, we say that C is between A and B, denoted by A minus C minus B. If and only if AC plus CB is equal to AB. So ito yung ating definition 2, which is based on Axiom 1 at Axiom 2. So we have C as the midpoint, di ba? So kung mapapansin nyo, dito, pwede natin siyang basahin na ACB. Di ba? Lahat sila ay collinear. Pwede din silang CAB, ABC. So nasa iisang linya. Two segments are said to be congruent if they have the same length. So sinabi nga kanina natin, kapag AC ay same measure on CB, so yung C, yun yung kanilang midpoint. So congruent sila. Dito, AC is equal to CB if and only if C is the midpoint of the line segment AB. Yung ating Theorem 3. Supplementary angles are two angles whose measure have a sum of 180. So, angle BOD tsaka angle AOD is 60 plus 120. Their sum is 180. Kaya sila tinawag na supplementary angles. So, sa linear pair naman, are two angles which are adjacent and whose uncommon sides are opposite rays. So, dito sa angle AOD tsaka angle BOD, linear pair sila because OA or ray OA and ray OB are opposite rays. Ganun yun kapag linear pair. So, nakakapag-form sila ng isang buong linya. Kapag complementary angles naman, their sum is 90 degrees or right angle. So, kung mapapansin nyo, halos kalahati lang sila ng supplementary angle. Kaya nga 90 lang. So, kapag may ray OP na nag-divide sa isang right angle, we can say that HOP, angle HOP and angle POE are complementary. So, 60 plus 30 is equal to 90. Yung vertical angle naman, two non-adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines. They are congruent. So, angle FIT, ito, at angle AIH are vertical angles. So, sila ay magkabaliktaran. So, equal sila. Diba? Angle FIA and angle TIH, sila ay equal din. Dahil sila ay vertical angles din. And each pair are non-adjacent. Diba? Adjacent angles naman are angles which have a common side with a common vertex. So, angle LOV at angle VOE ay adjacent angles because they have line segment OV or ray OV as their common side. Adjacent angle ang tawag doon kapag may common side sila. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect to form right angle. So, line CP at line HM ay vertical if they form 90 degrees. Ayan. Kung mapapansin nyo, may square dito, complementary angle yan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, right angle yung na-form ng intersection ng dalawang lines, kaya tinawag silang perpendicular lines. Exercise 3. So, we have point VA and J. If line segment VA measures 4 cm, so VA is 4, AN measures 6 and J measures 10, what is the measures of line segment VJ? So, i-add mo lang lahat yan dahil sa ating definition. 4 plus 6 plus 10 is 20 centimeter. If line segment VN is equal to line segment AJ, what is the measure of line segment AJ? If line segment AN measures 5 and line segment VA is 4. So, ito daw if equal, VN equal, AJ equal din, at AN ay 5, VA ay 4. Ano daw measure ni AJ? So ano ba measure ni VN? So, si VN is 4 plus 5 is 9. Kaya 9 cm din si AJ dahil congruent sila ni VN. Point A is the midpoint of line segment VN. So, siya ang midpoint. What's the measure of line segment AN if the measure of VA is 15? So, 15 to, congruent sila dahil midpoint ang A. So, 15 din si VN. Or VN, so, what is the measure of line segment AN? So, 15 cm. So, may isa pa tayong exercise. If the given figure at the right, name one pair of complementary angles. So, pwedeng ASN, angle ASN, angle NLG. Supplementary angles. So, angle ELN at angle NLG. Vertical opposite angles. So, angle ELA, angle SLG. Perpendicular lines, line EG, line AS. Diba? So, ito yung ating references.